Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today is going to be the last day of the Pokemon Go current season. Make sure if you haven't already, your GBL will end at 9 o'clock tonight. So make sure to get a luck egg on for those rewards if you haven't already reached that time period. But today will be the last day of the Timeless Travels season, and that is also another shout out to make sure that any Pokemon that you want the guaranteed candy from trading, the guaranteed XL candy that is, when trading Pokemon, make sure you trade those over. Maybe if it was some Pokemon that you caught during the weekend, during the Go Tour Sinnoh. I know I've kept a lot of my Cranidosses that I kept during that event to make sure to get Candy XL for when trading with a friend. So make sure to do those trades tonight before the current season ends, and also remember to do that lucky egg for the GBL rewards when the season ends as well. But we're heading into a brand new season on Pokemon Go, so it is called World of Wonders. So this is a brand new season on Pokemon Go coming in March 1st. So we're going to have a quick look into this infographic brought to us by G47IX on Twitter. So make sure to go find him on Twitter. His notification code is down there at the bottom. So we're going to just have a quick look into this graphic and also what it means and some tips as well about the current or the new season that's heading to us in Pokemon Go tomorrow, March 1st. So as we can see there across the top, we have brand new research available in the weekly research box. We have Hisuian Sneasel, Wooloo, Jangamo, Sandygast. We also then have Furfrou and Goomy. So unfortunately, only 3 of those can be shiny. Dubwool instead of Wooloo, sorry. But only 3 of those can be shiny, and I don't know about other people's opinions, but in my eyes, these boxes just keep getting worse and worse. It used to be back in the day where we used to be able to get legendaries out of these weekly boxes, but that's way gone by the wayside, and we just seem to be getting lesser and lesser wanted Pokemon in these weekly boxes, which makes it seemingly pointless, really. But anyway, they are the research encounters. As you can also see there on the screen, we have got some brand new Shadow Pokemon debuting in raids. Now, March will see the release of Shadow Raikou. So this is the end of the Kanto Birds doing their monthly rotation. We just had Shadow Articuno in the month of February on raids during the weekends. So during the weekends in March, we will have Shadow Raikou. Now, I cannot stress enough, Shadow Raikou is one of the best electric types in the game. Probably only second to Fusion Bolt Zekrom, but it is one of the best electric Pokemon in the game. So make sure to try and get Shadow Raikou. All of these can also be shiny, so it's even a more wantedness to go out and get the shiny. But it is really, really useful as well, Shadow Raikou. So if you can try and get yourself a really good one of them, then even better. But if you do get a good one, make sure to just mark it up and get rid of the frustration move during the next Rocket event, which I'm sure will only be a few weeks away. Probably the end of March, beginning of April time, we'll probably see another Rocket event. Tends to be around every 6 to 8 weeks we get another Rocket event launching on the game. But the season bonuses this season, obviously no Candy XL guaranteed from trades, unfortunately, but we have got some really good season bonuses that take its place. We have increased damage dealt by Pokemon participating in raids with friends, so you might be able to duo Pokemon that you've not been able to duo before with that increased boost. How much of an increase we're going to get, we'll have to just wait and see, but it might just be the little bit of an advantage that you need to duo a 5-star raid with a best friend or with a friend on the game. So that might just tip it over and be able to do some raids, especially if you are a remote player. We also have 1 additional raid pass per day by spinning gyms. So that means we get 2 free raid passes each day. So this is not a premium pass. You do have to use your first pass initially in the day, then spin the gym straight after that raid and you will get another one. So this has been a season pass before. It was really well liked, and it is going to be again, especially if we put some decent Pokemon on raids that we can go out and get those additional raid passes for. You can then do 2 free raids a day, which will be really, really cool. Again, for those people in the restricted areas, it'll be really, really good for them as well. Also, increased XP for defeating 1-star and 3-star raids, including shadow raids. So I think this is Pokemon's way of trying to get people to do more 1-star and 3-star raids that sort of get left by the wayside. People tend to focus mainly on the legendary raids, but their way of trying to get more people to do it is by increasing the XP. So if you are after the XP, you're after those 1-star and 3-star raid bosses, then you will get increased XP during the whole 3 months of this season. There is going to be a Wonder ticket available in the shop. It is going to be $9.99 US or your equivalent currency, and that will be a ticket that lasts a whole 3 months. So instead of just having the $5 ticket that we've had each month for the last 3 months during the current timeless travel season, this one will last for the whole 3 months, and it will be split up into 3 parts, and it will feature around the new Pokemon Poipole. So Poipole, and it says throughout World of Wonders you'll be able to adventure and bond with Poipole. So I can only assume that means that research will lead to an encounter with Poipole, but with it being split up into 3 bits, I can only assume that the first part of the research we'll get in March, the second part we will get in April, and the third and final part we will get in May, and that's how it will be split up. But at least it's only the $10 or $9.99 US up front, and you don't have to keep buying a separate ticket each month. So that has its advantage, but it does seem like it's going to be more of a research type ticket instead of just getting additional bonuses like the last season has been, where you get an additional incubator and stuff like that throughout the day. But so look forward to that. And also the wording of that Poipole tends to side towards that there might be some more buddy sort of activities around this season. So keep an eye out for those. I'm one especially that works a lot on my buddy Pokemon and making sure to try and get the most best buddies I can. If you have not already seen, I've set myself a target to try and get 500 by the end of the year, which I don't know if I'm going to do it, but we'll have a progress report on that tomorrow, March the 1st. I'll put another progress report video up about how I'm getting on with that task. But Poipole, and where it says you'll be able to adventure and bond with Poipole. So maybe you have to have it as your buddy as part of the task. I don't know, so we'll keep an eye out for that and see what happens in that respect. So different Pokemon will also be appearing. This happens each season. Different Pokemon appear in cities, forests, in the Northern Hemisphere and in the Southern Hemisphere. So interestingly, the Southern Hemisphere is the ones that we're going to be looking at more so than anything. Hisuian Voltorb will be available in the Southern Hemisphere, as well as Chikorita, Cyndaquil, Totodile, Skarmory and Larvitar. Whereas the Northern Hemisphere will get the likes of Hisuian Growlithe, Marnwile, Bagon, Snivy, Tepig and Oshawott. So we will have a change in Pokemon there that we normally see. There's no regionals that are changing places. We have seen the likes of Zangoose and Durant swap places, or Seviper should I say. And we've also seen the likes of Durant as well swap places with its regional. But that doesn't look like it's going to be the case this time round. In eggs, we get quite a few interesting additions in eggs. Obviously, Larvesta is still available in the 2K, 5K and 10K eggs. But in the 7K eggs, we have Vulpix, Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke that is. So Alolan Vulpix, Galarian Slowpoke. We also then have Farfetch'd, and we also have Wooper and Stunfisk available in the 7K eggs. So not brilliant out of those 7K eggs. But the 10K eggs is where we have a brand new Pokemon. Chatet is also added to those 10K eggs, and that will feature around its debut that it makes when Pokemon Horizons, the new television program, gets released. So on March the 5th, there's going to be an event for that, so make sure to keep an eye out for that as well. But that is going to be available in 10K eggs additionally. And then also in this season, we will have specific eggs brought to us by Route. So when Mateo comes and visits you at the end of a route and you do a gift exchange, if you've got an egg space free, he normally gives you an egg. But these will have different Pokemon in to the normal 7K eggs. These will have completely different Pokemon in, only Pokemon that you can perhaps only get from those eggs. So that sort of makes it a bit more worthwhile on doing the routes and getting an egg at the end of it. At the end of a route from Mateo. So out of those eggs, we get Hisuian Growlithe, we get the Paldean Wooper, we get a Hisuian Sneasel, we then also get Vullaby, and also get Pawniard as well. So Pawniard being quite a good Pokemon there. We haven't still had its final evolution, but maybe this is a season where we see the first appearance of King Gambit, maybe. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But that is pretty much World of Wonders in a nutshell. Like I say, the top tip would be to do those Shadow Raikou raids in the month of March to make sure to try and get a good one of those. I can't stress how good of an electric type it is. But also, the best bonus, I think, in my eyes, is the additional raid pass. It will be help a lot of people out who obviously are struggling financially and one thing or another to play the game a little bit more and to do a few more raids, especially when it comes to a Wednesday when there's raid hours and stuff like that. It'll allow them to just participate a bit more with the community and do a few more raids. So that'll be really, really good. But let me know in the comments below what you're looking forward to mostly in this event. Thanks again for G47IX for this infographic. Brilliant infographic as always. So keep an eye out for him on Twitter and all his other infographics that he brings out. So let me know what you think of this event. What's your most highlighted thing out of this event? What you're going to be after? And thanks very much for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel as always, and I'll see you on the next one.